Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Point of Insanity Game Studios Geekery in General podcast. Today I'm going to be looking at a couple of Star Wars plug-and-play games. This is another one of those topics that was kind of a spur-of-the-moment idea for me. As we all know, Star Wars Episode 7 will be opening in the theaters in a few months, and just last week they started to release some of the toys for the Star Wars movies, because of course if you're going to make a Star Wars movie you got to have the associated toy line with it. So I've seen the different Lego sets for it. I haven't seen any of the action figures, but come on, action figures have been a part of Star Wars ever since the very beginning. What inspired me to do this episode though is I was at my local Goodwill. I do like shopping there because it's like a treasure hunt. You never know what you're going to find there. And I've mentioned several times on the show that I do collect Transformers, and I've actually found Transformers there on several occasions. Now, I'd have to say probably about 60% of the time, my local Goodwill usually does have Transformers. Now, of course, the condition they're in, well, that's another story. Most of the time, the Transformer is missing parts like an arm or the head or both legs. Occasionally, I do manage to find one that is a complete figure. And sometimes, if the sun, the moon, and the planets are aligned just right, sometimes I even can find the accessories with them. My most recent acquisition was Primus, which is the god of light in the Transformers universe, and actually was in really good condition. Picked him up for only like $6 or $7. Now, granted, he was missing most of the accessories. He was missing one of the missiles, the Cyber Key, and the Omega Lock, which I'm hoping to find those on eBay eventually, but it's no big deal. I mean, the rest of the figure was intact and in really good condition. And again, this was Primus from, I believe, the Transformers Cybertron toy line. But anyways, on to the Star Wars plug-and-plays that I found. I found two of them. The first one, which is the one I'm going to start with, it looks like the Millennium Falcon, except it's got an A button, a B button, and a joystick on it. The other one is Darth Vader's face. Let's fire up the Millennium Falcon plug-and-play game and see what we got. Oh yeah, listen to that Star Wars theme. Okay, this was made in 2006, and the Star Wars theme there sounds worse than some of the ones I've heard on the NES. But okay, it looks like we have a few different ones. So we got the lightsaber duel. Okay, let's go back. How do we go back? Okay, we got lightsaber duel, Red Leader, Assault on Hoth, Battle of Endor. So it looks like it covers a few different things, so that's kind of cool. Let's press the A button. Lightsaber, select character. Well, looks like Luke Skywalker is my only choice right now. Controls. Nah, what the heck, let's just jump right into it. Oh, there I can jump. Certainly no lack of excitement here. Hey! How did he do that force push on me? Okay, no music. Okay, I can block. Oh, that lightsaber effect is sad. Okay, so it looks like I got life bars and then I've got something filling up. Okay, oh, what? Okay, so he has special moves somehow. Let's see, we'll try some of the classic ones we see in street fighting games. Okay, I don't know, is that a special move? Kind of bland here. I mean, come on, couldn't have fit some kind of music on the... Okay. Not really much to say about this, just kind of button mashing. So apparently you do have a something that fills up there, so I wonder if that's like a special move you can do, or... Yeah, how come he gets that force push and I don't? Oh, well. Stage clear, time bonus, 0, first hit, yay, okay. Okay, now we go to Darth Vader. Oh, and Darth Vader is kicking on me. Okay, well, at least they put in his breathing, and apparently he just threw something at me. Oh. Okay, I do not think the Force is with this particular game. This is pretty sad. Okay, somehow he can throw debris at me. I wonder if Luke just doesn't get any real special moves, or... Other than somehow I kicked him in the nuts before. Okay, I got my butt wasted on that one. Let's try Red Leader. Hope this one is better. Maybe we'll try reading the controls this time. Climactic battle above Endor. Okay, so it looks like this is going to be a shoot 'em up. Ah. Okay, doesn't look like anything special. Did I get a whip? Ooh, a wingman. It looks like an A-wing. So, doesn't look too exceptional here. Looks like it's not really much different than, like, 1942, 1943. Just kind of a, your average above overhead perspective shooter. Would be nice if they did put some kind of background music. I mean, come on. I'm sure if they were able to get the licensing rights to use the Star Wars name, the least they could have did is gotten the... The least they could have done is gotten the rights to use some of the music. Or at least, gotten some, maybe programmed some original music. Warning! There's an alarm in the background. Almost sounded like a Wookiee. Okay, I think I'm gonna try the next one. Like I said, this one, nothing too, exceptional with this one. Like I said, just kind of a very basic overhead shooter. So let's give another one a try. Let's go to the main menu again. Okay, Red Leader, Assault on Hoth. Take the role of a rebel officer controlling the defense of Hoth. Okay, left and right, move up and down, fire and shield. Okay, so I'm apparently this little guy down there, and... Okay, so what I have to do is... Listen to those little sound effects. It almost looks like they're... swallowing something. Okay, right now I'm thinking this one is slightly better than the Empire Strikes Back for the Atari 2600. Oh! Oh, ouch. Okay, so I see what you gotta do there. You gotta get the time it just right where when you see someone coming in, you have to put up the shields. Okay, so it looks like we're getting now the Scout Walkers. So I'm sure we'll probably get the AT-ATs pretty soon. Warning! So, okay, yeah, apparently I can only fire or operate the shield for... Whoops! Ha! Block. Haha! Well, I was hoping it would be something more like you could fly a snow speeder and, you know, do the whole thing where you fly between the legs and use the grapple gun. That would have been cool. Okay, this one's kind of boring. I'd say if you want to play a really good Star Wars game, Battlefront 2. I used to have that for the Xbox, and Battlefront 2 was a lot of fun. Okay, let's try something else. Like I said, this one's kind of boring. Okay, so... the lightsaber duel, that was kind of pathetic. The Red Leader one, that was okay. It wasn't too bad. Assault on Hoth was kind of boring. Let's check out Battle of Endor. So, basically, move and fire, and taking control of characters from the Battle of Endor. Dodge trees, shoot down speeders as Leia. Disable shield generators, Chewbacca. Destroy the second Death Star as Lando. Ow. Well, graphics on this one aren't too bad. Ow. Also, another Star Wars game that another Star Wars game that I actually really enjoyed was the Lego Star Wars ones. Those were cool too. Hey, laser power up. Oh yeah, and I can ram them. One thing I was interesting about this scene in the Return of the Jedi, I saw a behind-the-scenes documentary, and they were talking about how they filmed this scene, where, you know, of course, they used models sometimes, but what they did is they used the... Well, how they filmed it is they went to I think it was Redwoods National Park in California, and they used that to film the, you know, the trees in the background, and then they would, of course, use a green screen to put in, you know, models or, you know, actors on the speeders. And, of course, just the illusion you get the movement there. Okay, down one with Chewbacca. If I can shoot the Ewoks. I'm getting my butt whipped. Okay, the joystick here is a bit slippery where I shot an Ewok. Oh, darn. Control here is a bit slippery where with the joystick where you gotta be really careful. I hate it when they do that with play control, and what I mean by slippery is... that sucks. It's like, well, what I mean by slippery is... best way I can think to describe it is if you've ever played Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels, Luigi, you know, his play control in that, where you have to be really careful because when you stop moving, you know, he still slides for a little bit. It's kind of like you're on ice. Well, with the control for the joystick here, it's kind of like that, where, you know, you move it. The crosshairs just moves really fast, so... Again, you just gotta kind of gently nudge everything. Okay, so I wonder if I'm supposed to avoid the Ewoks. Do I lose points if I... Oh, apparently I lose points if I accidentally kill an Ewok. Ewoks aren't really doing anything to help me in this fight, though. Okay, this game sucks because... Let's try to see if we can get to the... Ah, there we go. Stage clear. Oh, this looks promising. It's kind of... Ah! I remember there was an old Return of the Jedi arcade game where it kind of did the same thing, where you just had the different, like, 3 different stages you went through. There was the speeder bikes, there was something with the AT-ATs, and then there was the Death Star. So that was an... Ouch. I will say, though, the Lego Star Wars, the Death Star part in that was pretty cool. So I wonder if I wonder if I make it to the end if I'm going to have to escape, too. Okay, now I'm not expecting these games to be great, because obviously there's only so much they can really put on the limited space that they would have on these plug-and-plays. Certainly no lack of... Get ready! Okay, I wonder if we have to go to the core now. Okay, now we do have to escape. Ouch. Oh, game over. Well, I'm glad I didn't pay too much money for this, so I can see how... You know, these things probably are not really meant for more experienced gamers, or probably better for the younger gamers who are probably a little bit more easily amused. And when I say younger gamers, I'm talking about maybe kids like my son's age, like 8, 9 years old. So, I don't know, it wasn't bad for like the $3 I paid for it at Goodwill, but I don't think I would have liked to pay full price for this, whatever that full price was. So there is our first one, the Millennium Falcon one, which looks like that was covering the classic trilogy. So it'll be just a moment while I switch over and we'll take a look at the Darth Vader head one. Now when I was plugging this one in, I did have to do a little MacGyver here, because for some reason when I plugged it in, the sound cut out right away, and I had to duct tape the wire to the controller, so yay, duct tape. But looks like this one is covering Revenge of the Sith, so let's go back. We got Droid Invasion, Coruscant Attack. Yeah, sorry, cannot pronounce that. Grievous Onslaught. That's probably going to be lightsaber. Hopefully better than the lightsaber fighting in the first one. And Gunship Battle. And Utapau Chase. So let's start with Droid Invasion. So Obi-Wan must use his lightsaber to deflect the Separatist droid army's laser beams. So let's fire this one up. And again, for some reason, we have no sound during the actual fighting, so okay. Okay, apparently I don't get penalized if I miss a laser blast. I probably only get penalized if I actually get hit. Oh, okay, I got a power there, force push. So apparently you do get these little power-ups that drop down, but you only get one use out of them. Certainly no lack of excitement. Okay, come on. He's a freaking Jedi Master. He should be able to hack him apart with the lightsaber. Okay, so for some reason, sometimes it goes up at an angle, so I'm guessing it probably has... Oh my goodness! Okay, so we went from the first level being... Oh, it can only take one hit. That kind of sucks. So we went from the first level being fairly simple to the second level being a bit more complex. So apparently, when you press a button, does play a... Ah, crud, I got a power up and then I died. Come on, droids, you can go faster than that. No, come on, gotta get that guy! Okay, I'm dead. Ah, okay. Well, this game, that one failed to impress me. Okay, let's go to Coruscant Attack. So, this is going to be another space battle. Okay, so this is a little different from the other one, where now we've got more of a asteroids ripoff, I guess. So while the TIE Fighter, the Red Leader one in the last game was more or less like a 1942 ripoff, this one is an asteroids ripoff. Or another game it kind of reminds me of Sinistar, or Sinstar. Some of you old schoolers out there might remember that game where, you know, you had the guy come in and it was like, there was that big head that was floating towards you and it would be like, what did it say, like, welcome to your doom or something like that, or and they would laugh at you, so... Okay. Not impressed with this one. Again, glad I only paid a couple bucks for this one. Grievous Onslaught. So, Anakin Skywalker's crash-landed. Fight his way through merciless battle droids. Okay, so this one... Okay, come on, you could at least give me a life meter. That one I'm going to try again. I think this one probably looks like it would be the best of the bunch once you get... once you kind of get the hang of the controls, because... Oh! Man! Okay. That one, I did not do very good at. So, let's try the gunship battle. The daring forces of Republic battle Separatist insurgents. Okay, so we got side perspective here. This one doesn't look too bad graphically. At least I can take more than one hit. Okay, so I have to let Separatists out. Okay, there we go. As I said, not too bad. At least it's not one of the one hit and you die. So it's a little more forgiving. I never really liked the whole one hit and you die things. Ah, come on. Yeah, this one doesn't look graphically, like I said, this one doesn't look too bad. Okay, I gotta go back. What the heck? Okay. One more. Yeah, one more. The Utapau chase. What? So what would have been really awesome is if they would have had something where you could do the Anakin Skywalker Obi-Wan duel at the end of the movie. That was awesome. I'd have to say that was probably my favorite part of Revenge of the Sith. Though the space battle at the beginning was pretty cool too. I don't know, who knows, maybe one of these days I'll do an entire episode just on Revenge of the Sith, kind of like how my friend Dan and I did that entire episode on episode 1. Get rapid fire here. Ha! Stage clear. I feel like I've accomplished something. Not really. So it's always kind of a gamble when you buy the plug-and-plays used like this, because of course if you buy it new, at least you're going to have the box, so you can kind of see what you can expect. But like this, since I bought the second hand at the Goodwill, I had absolutely no idea what to expect. And I must say I'm not too terribly impressed. Then again, I did kind of go into this not really with exactly high expectations, because with these plug-and-play games, I mean, I do have more of them, and I plan to do another episode just entirely about the plug-and-play games. Again, at least just a few that I have. Okay, I've had enough of this one, so... Well, that was a look at 2 Star Wars plug-and-play games. Again, one covering some events from the classic trilogy, and one covering some events from Revenge of the Sith. Now, again, I can't say I expected these to be, you know, really long, drawn-out affairs that I could get 20 or 30 hours of gameplay out of. Definitely more just kind of the thing you get for more casual entertainment. But, well, there you have it. So... Hope you enjoyed this episode, and thank you for tuning in. Again, please check out other episodes of Point of Insanity Game Studios Geekery in General podcast on podbean.com. You can also download it through iTunes. Also, please feel free to visit Point of Insanity Game Studio on Facebook. If you have ideas for topics you'd like to see me cover in the future, feel free to leave a comment. And, of course, if you have comments on any shows, again, I do appreciate any feedback you may have to offer. So thanks again for tuning in, and have a good evening, or morning, or afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are, and happy gaming.